Welcome back in. Fitz the Bill rolling right along right here on 106.1 ESPN. I'm Jack Fitzpatrick, joined now by Amar Thomas, edge rusher for JMU. Amar, thank you so much for taking some time.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. I just want to dive right on into it. I mean, I've been hearing some rumblings. Your role may be kind of similar to Khairi Mann's from last year, where you're kind of that field side edge rusher.
Correct, yes. I've taken that step into the leader role and to be a starter and just make plays for JMU and make everybody happy, but it just all comes from the togetherness of the whole D-line itself. We have, it's me on one side, we have Cyrus on the other side, we have Big Bush in the middle, and we're going to have T-Law. So it's going to be crazy.
You say Big Bush, I mean,
yeah.
Dude is what, like 3...
what you think?
50?
He about 350, all muscle.
I love looking at the roster, right? Like the roster updates every season where you see the updates in size and the new headshots and everything. And I saw Emmanuel Bush jump from like 320 to like 350 in one offseason. Just like,
he's been working.
How is it knowing you have that anchor in the middle in Emmanuel Bush?
It's just like it's a very big safety blanket. It's a very big safety blanket because that gives us the ends more time just to rush, to find some new moves that we might have worried. We can do counters, we can go speed, we can go power. It's a very nice safety blanket.
And now looking at this defensive line in total, I mean, you lost a couple of guys in Khairi Mann's and Eric O'Neal, but I mean, some of the young guys you have coming up, the Michael McMullins, the Zahir Wests, the Cole Websters I hear is getting some love as well, but Xavier Holmes, another guy you've brought in.
Yes.
What's the defensive line been like in terms of growth this offseason and specifically from day one in camp to today?
I would say the biggest growth of it all has been I believe that we have a very stacked defensive line room.
Yeah.
So I feel like when we come out, we getting a little tired, we need a breather, we coming back in, but like there's no drop off. So I feel like that's our biggest strength from day one and now because we just all learning together, teaching each other different tips and tricks and just bonding. Like it's really about that, literally a brotherhood in that room.
It seemed like something you guys did a lot of last year too, where these big substitutions. It seems like Chesney and the whole coaching staff very big into the sports science of it all, where they can track and see when you're tired before you even know you're tired. Is that something we'll see a lot of this season as well in terms of kind of bigger substitutions where you guys do get to stay fresh?
Yes, we should expect to see everybody fresh to the point that every play we can all go 100. We all go 100. Like I said, there's no drop off, and Coach G and Coach Ches are definitely making sure to take care of that side. One of the biggest things he says is, we control the volume, you handle the intensity. So like it's up to us. We just go, and they're gonna take care of us on the back end.
What's it been like with the new defensive coordinator, Colin Hitchler? He comes in after Lyle Hemphill last season. You got a tremendous success as a defensive unit last year, specifically at forcing takeaways. But he leaves and Hitchler comes in. What's that process been like learning a new defense?
The process has actually been very smooth. It's a very good transition, and I feel like he brings a lot more energy to the room, like to the defensive room as a whole. Like, yes, we did very good last year, but I believe we will do even better this year, just due to the energy alone. We want to get to the ball. We want to swarm. It's going to be a minimum of probably like 4 or 5 purple jerseys each tackle because that's just how hungry he is due to the energy.
I've asked Trent Hendrick this. I asked Jacob Thomas this. Who's winning more of the reps right now in practice? Is it the defensive side? Is it the D-line? Or is it about 50-50 between you and the offense?
Honestly, it's a good 50-50, but I'm gonna have to lean more to the defense.
There you go.
I'm gonna have to lean more to the defense.
What's it been like going up against the offensive line out there?
Going against the offense, it has been very fun to be honest, because like we just have a good amount of tips and tricks that we want to use against them, but they don't find out until after the practice. We like, you see how we use this on you, you know how we use that on you, yeah. Like we just working together, teach each other different techniques. Switching up the pace.
How have you evolved in terms of your pass rush repertoire, the moves that you've added? How has that evolved every year, culminating in this year?
My evolution of my pass rush has really went from like, okay, I'm going just one pace power. But now I'm switching up pace. I might hit you with a counter. I might go boom, boom, speed. Now speed to power again. Then I'm gonna hit you with the exact same setup, but I'm gonna finish outside now. So like I'm just using all my opportunities, all my different looks, and just giving something different every time. So that way you can't just sit on me. Like you can't just you're not gonna know what's gonna happen now.
What's it like in a game going through that, like setting up your offensive lineman? You're going up against this guy each and every rep, and kind of the process of trying to set it up where in the fourth quarter you can get by a guy for that big sack.
You said what's the process of it?
Yeah, like setting some like an offensive lineman up throughout the game, because you're kind of playing this game of chess throughout.
Yeah. I would say it's really just figuring out his tendencies early. The earlier you can figure out his tendencies, the easier it will be for you, because if you know he like to jump sets, you'll be like, okay, I'm gonna let you do that. Boom, 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 go inside, quick. If you want to be patient, okay, now I gotta power you. So that way, basically, just find his tendencies, and then once you figure out what they are, switch it up on him quick. Make him uncomfortable in his own position.
So looking at this season overall, what are the expectations you have for yourself and then also the defensive line as a whole?
For myself, I'm just going to do my job plus more. Do my job plus more, hustle to the ball, just be a factor. Now, I don't want it to be less than 80% of plays that I'm not being a factor in the play, because that's just a standard I have for myself. And then for the D-line as a whole, it's going to be some games when everybody's going to have 2+ sacks. I just know.
Some high expectations.
High expectations.
How has Xavier Holmes been slotting in? He seems like he was a big transfer target. He comes in from Maine. How is he slotted into the defensive line from your perspective?
His transition has been great. And that's my boy. Well, that's 9, I'm 8. Our chemistry is so well. It's sometimes when we just be like, let's just both go on the field. Let's see what we could both do. Let's have a race to the quarterback. So like I said, and then afterwards we just watching, dissecting what we did or how we did it and who we did it on. And so we said like, okay, like I said, back to the tendencies. This is what he like to do, so we going to make him think we're doing this and then switch it up on him. Now he uncomfortable, now he guessing. So we just have little competitions that's making us both better, which makes the team better, and then we just spread it throughout the whole D-line.
Now here's maybe the hardest hitting question I'm going to ask this entire interview. What mascot in the Sun Belt would you want to sack the most? Like you got the ULM Warhawks, the Marshall Thundering Herd. There's a rooster down in coastal Carolina, the Chanticleers. Is there a mascot you would just love to sack?
I must have to say Georgia Southern or App State. Yeah, Georgia Southern or App State.
I feel like App State's mascot would be a good one to sack. That'd be a good one to sack. For yourself, have you set yourself any like goals, like in terms of I want to get 15 sacks this season, or is it more so I just want to get better each and every week?
Nah, definitely I set goals. I want double-digit sacks guaranteed. I'm going to work to get to my goal of 10 TFLs, because that's one thing when I rewatch my film, like I just get tackles, but I'm not really like in the backfield with it. So now I'm trying to reset the line of scrimmage so that way I can get off and then get a TFL. So I'm going for 10 TFLs.
Have you called up Jalen Green at all, get some tips from him? Because I think he had like 30 TFLs a couple of seasons ago, something crazy.
Yeah, to be honest, right before camp, I actually did a workout with him before he had to go back to his regular life and what he got going on. I did a workout with him. We've been on the phone. I've been sending him film. He's been giving me feedback. So just keep in touch with the alumni does help as well.
And last question here before we let you go, just overall for the defense. We talked expectations for the defensive line itself, but the defense as a whole, the linebackers, the secondary, how do you expect this team to get better from last year as a defense?
As a defense as a whole, like I said, it comes back to the energy, but then that brotherhood I was speaking of in the D-line room goes to the whole defensive unit, because like it's just a culture. We just love it. We all just hungry to get to the ball, and that's why we're going to have 4 or 5 purple jerseys on each tackle. So for defense as a whole, then it goes back to the communication. Now we're all on the same page. Now we're giving checks. Now we're confirming what it's going to be. We're giving like, oh, look at this, look at that. It might be this, it might be that. So that way we're playing faster, and now we're all together. So that's a big difference.
I love it, Amar. Thank you so much for the time. Good luck this season. Look forward to see you rack up the 10 plus, 15 plus, whatever it might be, TFLs, and get into the quarterback. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you.